Hello everybody! Wanted to show off one of my vintage battery chargers. Well, I take that back, the only vintage one I have. This one dates back to my childhood. This is the actual battery charger from my childhood. From what I can tell on a date code on the bottom, it's from 1986. We used this out at the old lake house to charge the batteries up on the 1980 Dynatrek bass boat, which I still own to this day. So it's an Atec 10 amp automatic battery charger, and it's hook up to the battery, plug in, and that's it. No buttons to press, no switches to switch, just plug it in and it does its thing. It's a model number BC 91090. It is solid state, silicon controlled rectifiers, polarity protected, 12 volt batteries only, and it just has an amp meter on it. That's it. When it gets down to 0, it's charged up. So we're going to test this out on the 81 Chevy here in a little while. It's got an EIA code of 413, which translates to Acme, and 8603. I would assume that's the year 1986 and the third week of 1986. There's the directions. All you need on one decnal. Not much to it. There was a second one of these in perfect cosmetic condition, but physically it did not work. So of course the ugly looking one works perfectly. But at the time I didn't think to swap the case out on it, but that's alright. I can always sand that down and repaint it black if I wanted to. But it does fine for what it is. So this did come from my late grandfather's Horde, the same one that originally owned the 81 Chevy Silverado. So that's a perfect application to use it on, since that was this was his battery charger and that was his truck. Yeah, Acme Electric Corporation. So that's the EIA code of 413. So let's go connect this up to the 81 Chevy and see how the battery is. Before I get started, I'll get the Ansel BST200 battery tester out, and we'll see a before and a do and after when I get it charged up. So we're sitting at 12.57 volts now. Do a battery test. .700 Colt cranking amps right there. We'll wait for the results. Replace battery, huh? I don't think so. But that's our before. Go ahead and charge it up. I don't think it's terribly low, but we'll see. I'll plug it in, see if we can get a startup sound out of it. Battery's not in too bad a shape. I didn't think it was, but we'll let it chooch there for a little while and see if it improves. So I've plugged in the charger, and that's what it's chooching. So we'll let that run for a little while and come back and do a retest. Thing's been going about 3 hours, and we're almost down to 0, so we're pretty well should be charged up. Put the battery tester back on and see what happens. Here's the voltage after recharging. See if we made any difference. Not really. A little bit better. Did a little better, so I can take that down to the auto parts store and they'll tell me the battery's just fine though, but did make some difference. Did one more hour. Let's see what it does this time. Replace battery. We're about the same, so yeah. Once again, this has been a look at my vintage 1986 Atec 10 amp battery charger. Thank you for watching.